What's good? This is Yaakov Ben Issachar, creating my productions, coinciding in conjunction with HarmonicSalesBeats.com. Today, very quick segment, responsibility. For you artists out there, you must understand that you are responsible for your music career. Not no label, not no producer, not no management. You are responsible to take the initiative and the actionary steps in which it takes to obtain the results you're looking for. So in regards to beats, in regards to production, distribution, advertisement, promotion, tours, you know what I'm saying? You must understand this is not going to come into existence without you putting in that work. You've heard this all your life. You see what I'm saying? Responsibility, but we have not relished in that concept yet. So this is segment one of the video. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be multifaceted videos that I'm gonna be making. You know what I'm saying? To understand this concept because it's a very deep concept. So I want you to pause on this, man, because right now once I get to the crib, I'm gonna be breaking this down. Responsibility, what it means. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on the clipboard, that way you have a better understanding of the concept of responsibility because you are creator of your own reality. You are responsible for your own reality, and you better be about your own reality or somebody's going to occupy that and manage that for you. Okay, so I'm going to holler at you when I'm at the crib, everybody. Let's do it. Hello and welcome. This is Yaakov Ben Issachar, creating my productions, coinciding in conjunction with HarmonicSalesBeats.com. How is everybody doing today? I hope everything is swell, staying efficient, staying focused, staying goal-orientated, taking the actionary steps to progress in life. You know what I'm saying? So, concept of which we're going to be going over today for you music artists, for you business owners, producers, students, men and women in relationships, coinciding alike is the concept and understanding of responsibility. I told you that I was going to be making this video, so now that I'm at the crib, you're going to have a better understanding of what I'm making reference to, okay? So, it's a deep concept, very deep concept, okay? So, responsibility. We must define responsibility and see what this means and how it applies to our lives. So, the opportunity to act independently, a thing that you are required to do or look after as a part of a job, role, or obligation. So, we must understand that your duty to act does not only apply to you, it applies to others. Say you have a family, it's your job to provide for them, look out for them, protect them, clothe them, house them. You see what I'm saying? In a relationship, maintain communication, providing a household for your woman. You know what I'm saying? Being able to be a man and not a female with tendencies like a female, knowing that you have testosterone and you know what I'm saying? So let me stay focused on the subject matter at hand. This applies not only to you and others, but also to your business, to yourself, to your physiology, to your spiritual life. You see what I'm saying? This applies to all. How can I explain this and have you really comprehend what I'm saying without a skeptic point of view? You know what I'm saying? Because you might look at me like, who the hell is this guy trying to tell me about responsibility, son? Man, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm too efficient, man. Look at me. I'm shining. You know what I'm saying? You might have that manifested in your brain, but at the end of the day, you're probably in a position right now where you're miserable. You're not healthy. You're not focused. You're not motivated. You're not moving forward in life. You know what I'm saying? You might financially, you might politically, you might socially, but at the end of the day, you're not happy. Why is that? Because there's certain other areas in your life that you need to be responsible for. And if you lack that, like your health, you know what I'm saying? This is the only body that you live in, the anatomy that coincides, which is you. If you don't know how to take care of it, you know what I'm saying? Your focus is going to be out track. But let me get back to subject matter. Understanding your duty, your task, your function, your job, your role, your liability, accountability, trustworthiness, sense, maturity, reliability, dependability, authority, control, power, and leadership. So what are you doing in your life? That's a very great question. You have to ask yourself that. So how does this apply to the physiology, your health, like I made reference to, exercise, food, doing everything in moderation because your body is a vessel that you live in. It's not something that you could just abuse and act like, oh, I only live once. You know what I'm saying? That's a stupid excuse. I've heard that all my life. I still hear it. And that's why a lot of these people, they miserable, they sad, they have sickness, and it's all bad. You know what I'm saying? So get that out of your mindset. Responsibility coincides within your physiology. If you're not taking care of your body, who's going to take care of it for you? You know what I'm saying? So watch this. How does this apply to the mental? Knowledge. Being responsible to the level of understanding of knowledge you have in your brain. See what I'm saying? Focus. Concentration. Okay? Application. This is what I need to stress upon. Knowledge is beautiful, it's abundant, it's everlasting. But at the end of the day, if we're not putting our knowledge into existence, meaning putting that work in with that knowledge, we're just a sitting dictionary, you know what I'm saying? A walking thesaurus that's not putting this information into practical use to not only benefit themselves but to benefit others around them. So that's why I'm telling you, we need to stay efficient, we need to stay focused, you need to get up, you need to focus and concentrate on what you got to do, because nobody else is going to do it for you unless you have a silver spoon in your mouth, unless you have other people providing for you. And if that's the case, let this slide right off your back. And maybe in your cognitive, you might be thinking, this does not apply to me, son. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you lose that resource? What happens when nobody's taking care of you? What happens when you don't even have a job? What's going on when you're out here in these streets? You know what I'm saying? You need to ask yourself these questions. Because we have to eat to survive, right? We have to work. You know what I'm saying? And sad to say, a lot of people, they want to work for other people instead of working for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Trading time for money. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm trading my time for you to benefit through quality products, services, beats, instrumentals, albums, mixtapes, consultation, you name it. That's what I'm doing. I'm willing to make that sacrifice so I can focus not only on this business, but focus on giving you value content to benefit from, not to hustle you, not to flip off you, not to con you, but to give you value, to comprehend who you are in this current existence through your work ethic, through your actions, while applying responsibility. So watch this. How this applies to the mental in conclusion is analyzation after the application, monitoring your progress. You know what I'm saying? Looking at results, statistics, seeing where you at, where you going. So I told you, how does this apply to the spiritual? Your ethnic origin. This world, according to prophetic scripture, only has 18 nations on this planet. Just because a certain person's from this area, from this area, don't make them two different people. Especially in Europe, look at Europe, the majority of them are Caucasians. You see what I'm saying? You go to Africa, you have two main descendant people. You have the Shemites, then you have the Hamites. You know what I'm saying? When you go to America, this is the melting pot. You have all nations in America. So no matter where you at, where you come from, who you are as an ethnic origin, you have your own history, you have your own philosophy, you have your own spirituality, your own ethic moral of code of conduct in which you participate in, based either on tradition, laws, or judgments. So what I'm gonna tell you right now, it's very important that you understand your role in that. Now, history. It's very important that you understand history. If you don't understand history and who we are, where you going? You know what I'm saying? So watch this. What floats your boat? What floats your boat? See, a lot of people today, even though they're from an ethnic origin or from a different background than other people, they forsake their culture and they assimilate to another society's culture, to their belief system. And responsibility applies to that, because if you try to go back to the same community that you conducted yourself in that manner, your family, and you're conducting yourself like this, there's probably going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you switched up, and that's why within families it's a lot of dysfunction. Because especially with Christianity, Roman Catholicism, Islam, and all these worldly religions, you have to realize that if somebody converts to a specific religion and they go back to their family, they look at them in a certain way. They look at them like, man, you know what I'm saying? The whole perception on you changes. You know what I'm saying? And watch this. Outside indoctrination. Because if you don't understand the origin of things, you don't understand the origin of spirituality for you, or in a form of a doctrine and a religion, you straight up, you're gonna be deceived by a bunch of pimps in a three-piece suit. So that's why you have to realize, you need to really examine who you're associating around, what congregation, what association you have within an organization, if it's true. See, a lot of people, they line up as a sheep for the slaughter, if I could say. You know what I'm saying? As well as sleep. That's what I was about to say. Sleep. They sleep too. Why? Because Pastor Porkchop or somebody over here just bugged out in their mind, lost in the sauce, don't even know who they are. They have come upon a hustle where they could actually benefit not only through tax exempt, but also through the minds of people. Because once you control somebody's mind, you could do a lot with that. You know what I'm saying? You could use it to your own benefit. And that's why if you're not responsible for your ethic moral code and how you conduct yourself, you will be deceived. You will be deceived. So watch this. Business. Let's look at this. Oh, let me go back. Thinking outside the box. Think outside the box, because I might touch on something. You know, you might be a Christian, you might be a Muslim, you might be a Roman Catholic, you might be a Hindu. You know what I'm saying? East Indian. I don't know. But at the end of the day, what I know is that if you don't know who you are or where you come from, there's a problem. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I'm just saying today how this applies to spirituality, not to offend nobody, because this is a very touchy subject matter, is know your history, know your roots, know where things derive from, the etymology of where things stem from, the origins. Before you believe in something you might not know. So, and that's called responsibility. You feel me? Business. Now we're gonna touch on the business, everybody. Product creation, creating new products as a business, being goal oriented on creating either new sounds, new mixtapes, new albums, new services. You know, being able to consistently keep that workflow that's actually not only going to benefit you currently, but for future reference. We got, is that not responsibility? We have production, being able to produce, branding, being able to brand through advertising and marketing. Okay, distribution outlets, being able to distribute on multi platforms, that's responsibility. You need to go and put in that work. Do the sign up, you know what I'm saying? Submit, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be an audio, digital, physical, you know what I'm saying, a service. There's different platforms to distribute if you have a product, you know what I'm saying, mainly aiming towards products. That's responsibility. Going about those actionary steps to distribute your content or products off of a third party or your own party website. You know what I'm saying? So watch this. Then you have brand equity. Building that brand equity, what? Through your quality service and products, through your videos, through your posts, through your blog, through your website, through your social media, through your level of conduction out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Product placement, knowing specifically where to place your product. Communication. Now, I'm pretty sure you know communication is verbal. That's responsibility. If you're supposed to talk, say, and that's what's crazy. A lot of people, they bugged out in the brain. If you go to your job description, okay, you go to your job description and they say, we have a meeting at 10 a.m. over the phone. This is in regards to your job description. And you don't talk to them and you gave them your word. Are you being responsible or irresponsible? Because you must look at that word responsible. Respond coincides within that word. You know what I'm saying? Opposed from isable. You know what I'm saying? So to respond, you know what I'm saying? Being able to give back as a form of you being given by verb. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is very simple. If you give somebody your word, you have to take the accountability and responsibility to be about that word. You know what I'm saying? You've heard that saying in the world, word is my bond. You know what I'm saying? So that's responsibility. But see, a lot don't understand that, and that's why relationships fail. That's why businesses fail. That's why family fails. That's why your level of conduction fails, because your communication. Me personally, you know, I'm only 21 years old. When I was 14, growing up in the hood, you know, from Phoenix to H-Town here in El Paso, Texas, on that Greyhound I-10, I didn't talk to nobody, and I thought I was gonna get somewhere in life like that because I was a so-called introvert and I conducted myself. I didn't trust nobody. I didn't trust nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since I was 14, man. You know what I'm saying? And I give all praises, man, to the Most High that I'm in a position today where I could give you information that's actually vital to your existence. You might not think so, but I know so because the results that I'm getting now, they're showing. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, creating value. Okay, creating value as a business. You must understand, if you are an artist, you are a business. If you are a producer, you are a business. If you are a counselor, you're a business. Make no doubt about it. Or if you don't even own a business and you have a product or a service, you are a business. But it's about taking those actionary steps, knowing that you're a business, because a lot of people know that they have a business. They got the documentation, they have all the paperwork, bank accounts set up, but yet they don't conduct themselves as a business. I have suffered from that in my past, and that's why what I'm telling you is nothing new for me. I've had multiple businesses that have failed in the past when I was younger. My first business I started, I was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't pursue it because my lack of resource, my lack of understanding. I couldn't even speak the English language properly. You know what I'm saying? So it failed because I didn't have revenue coming in weekly or bi-weekly to support that. So that's why I'm telling you now, this is experience, man. And if you're gonna learn from everybody, from anybody, as a matter of fact, know who you're dealing with, know who you're conducting yourself around. It's always good to have one counselor in regards to a subject matter or to a situation, a work ethic, a circumstance, or a condition that has gone through what you're going through, that's able to provide information to help prevent or take you away from that current circumstance based on experience and methods that have been applied in their lives. But I'm going too deep now. So last thing with business, knowing your numbers, knowing your return investment, knowing what's going in, knowing what's going out, knowing your leads, knowing your visits, knowing your hits, having statistics and demographics set up to where you know where your audience is coming from, where your prospect buyers are coming from. You know what I'm saying? This is very important as a business. So what I'm telling you, it all coincides with the relationship as well as relationship, but responsibility. Because if you're not being responsible to these specific subject matters, to these specific areas and fields, guess what? You're losing. You're losing. So we must get out of that mindset that this is just gonna happen. Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna be the baddest baller. I'm gonna be in the club. I'm gonna be having all this bread. I'm gonna be flipping stacks. You know what I'm saying? Flipping racks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a teacher. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be that. But at the end of the day, are you taking the actionary steps to obtain that? Because a piece of paper stating you went to school for 4 to 8 years does not rectify or justify you not conducting yourself in that manner. I have met homeless scholars that have had master's degrees that cannot get a job based not only on the color of their skin, but on felonies and plus the lack of resource at that time. I've met close to millionaires, man, in my lifetime, wealthy people that don't even have a high school degree or barely have a high school degree. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want you to understand. It's not a piece of paper that dictates where you stand as a person. And a lot of people are ego. You might have a degree, you might feel, oh, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, step away from that ego, step away from that pride. I'm not saying education is bad. Pursue your education, stay focused, man. Get them grades, son. You know what I'm saying? If you're in high school, man, shit, man, get good grades so you can get a full scholarship, man. Do something with your life, man. That way you don't have to struggle like a lot of people have, man. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm telling you right now is very simple. Your actions dictate where you are going to stand in this life. Not your words, not a piece of paper, not relationships. What it's going to be is your level of conduction within relationships with the piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? Set apart from ego. And that's one thing that I've seen growing up is that just because people have a certain level of qualification of conduct, they want to act a certain type of way. You know? But if you deprive somebody from all that and they don't have that, who are they? You ask yourself that. So all I'm telling you today is that if we're not taking accountability and responsibility for our actions, we are going to fail. So wake up, stand up, focus, and concentrate on what must be done in your life because responsibility is key. Responsibility is key. It's not just a hobby. It's an everyday thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So in conclusion to everything I'm being stated, if you do not know, you're going to know now. Me, I'm an author. I create content and ebooks and products for brothers and sisters to benefit from. Okay? Right now, I have an ebook called Action Performance Receipt. Okay? 52 pages, not a long ebook. The acronym, the manuscript to define strategic work ethic through the acronym for your personal growth and development. Understanding what action means and how this applies in your life. Performance, letter by letter, breaking it down what performance means and how it applies to your life. And what you got to receive in the process. So going down acronym, letter by letter, defining my results, what I've done. And to you, you might say, I really don't give a damn about you, Yaakov. But guess what? That sounds like a personal problem because if you even have that type of mindset towards me, obviously you don't care about yourself. I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not here to deceive you. I'm not here to play with you. I'm here to give you as much value as I can. Stay efficient. Stay focused. If you don't know, now you know. Action Performance Received, the ebook in the description below. If you understand that you must add knowledge to your brain and apply it, then this is the ebook for you. Because I'm not giving you refurbished garbage. I'm giving you experience. I'm giving you knowledge that coincides within my brain that I've written down. You know what I'm saying? My product. So all I'm telling you today is very simple. There's books and information out there, 300-page long ebooks, man, that have irrelevant information you can't even apply. This, what I'm providing you, you can apply. Because it applies to your relationships, it applies to your business, it applies to your studies, it applies to your personal growth and development as a man or a woman. So with that being said, remember, this is Creative Mind Productions. Yakob and Issachar, stay focused, stay efficient. I'm going to see you in the next video. Let's do it.